All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down and rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. So I just want to do a short lesson of how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video Babylon is Done. Alright? Or we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Whichever title Yahweh Shai sees fit, I'll use. But Lord Woods, brothers can see on the screen. This is a screenshot that I took of a Google search, of a simple Google search that I put in. I just put in what makes a country successful. All right, which the main country, of course, I'm focusing on is Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, the land that the people call America today. All right, which the true name of this place is Babylon the Great, Babal. All right, confusion, land of confusion. All right, I strolled down to the part where it says what people ask, and it says what makes a country prosper. All right, and Lord Will's brother can see on the screen. In bold black letters, it tells you what makes a country prosperous, or what signs show that a country is successful. All right, it says wealth, economic growth, education, health, personal well-being, and quality of life. All right, which America, which again is Babylon the Great, is failing in all of these categories. All right, every last one of these things that say is that makes a country successful, America is failing miserably in it. And this was taken in November 30th, 2017. All right, back then America was falling apart in 2017. All right, but Lord Will, what I want to do, because we ain't worried about wealth. America is obviously, you know, not financially secure. I'll say, all right, at all. All right, they're saying they always say this is the wealthiest nation. All right, you got places here called in California called tent cities. All right, you got millions of people that are homeless here in America. This is supposed to be the wealthiest nation. People that are starving to death. It says they took a new study and said that uh a large percentage of people, they go to bed hungry at night. But it's supposed to be the wealthiest nation. All right. Only thing America dumps his money into like that is his military might. All right, which shows that the so-called white man is Esau Edom. All right, why would he dump so much money in his military might? Because his blessing is a sword to keep his blessing up. All right, so we're not worried about wealth. Obviously, America is not the wealthiest nation. That's BS. All right, but let's focus on the economic growth. All right, and I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pull up another article. So like it. Salaki brothers, Lord Woods brothers, see on the screen. I have the article here, Salaki for the CNBC, and it says after a huge year of growth, the U.S. economy is about to slam into the wall. All right, read some of this. It says spurred by a massive inventory rebuild and customer flush with cash due to them stimulus checks in 2021, U.S. economy last year grew at its fastest pace since 1984. Don't expect a repeat performance in 2022, right? Because it's falling apart. All right, which we're in right now. Today's date is August 19th, 2022. Year of Yahweh Shai turning up. In fact, the year is starting with little growth. Signs that all the last year spread of the big O, I say, couped with the embedding tailwind of fiscal stimulus has the economists across Wall Street knocking down their forecast of gross domestic product. Combine that with the Federal Reserve that has provided for the easy policy in the history, hawkish inflation fighters, and picture has suddenly changed substantially. The Atlanta Fed is currently tracking a first quarter GDP growth of just 0.1%. And all these numbers are false numbers. Like they say, the inflation growth. Inflation went up like what, like 9%. It's really like all these financial experts are saying, like Gregory Monterino and Gerald Celente, Bill Holzer, Jim Sinclair, dudes like that. Um, like they've been breaking down. It's really way higher than that. Way higher than that. All right, but they lie to you. All right, these numbers are fabricated. All right, the economy is decorating and downshifting. Joseph Lavargue, now I'm trying to pronounce his last name, chief economist of the Americans of NACSE and former chief economist of the National Economic Council under then President Donald Trump. It's not a recession, but it will be. Now we're in a recession, but it will be in the Feds trying to get aggressive. GDP surged at an impressive 6.9 in the fourth quarter of 2021 due to the stimulus money. Closed out a year which the measure of goods and services product right now, stores like Target and all of that, these big box stores are coming out saying that their sales are horrible. All right, they got their mass. They're stuck with a lot of inventory that they can't sell, which they're gonna have to drop the prices down to get it out the store because everybody here in Babylon the Great, they're either spending all their money on gas or food. All right, nobody's out there buying TVs and stuff like that anymore. So they piling up in inventory. All right, which is a bad thing. Services provided in the U.S. increased 5.7% on the annual basis that came from a pandemic, and even inducted 3.4% decline in 2022. Indicated like a 3.4 decline in 2022, a year that saw the steepest but shortest recession in U.S. history. But the path ahead is less certain. And that's pretty much it. So the economy is doing horrible, man. National debt is $30 trillion. It's horrible, man. Slack and pause it one more time. Slack, brothers. All right, Salakia. I'm gonna actually pause it a few more times. Okay, so economic growth, wealth. We know America's doing horrible in those two things. All right, education. Uh, yeah, let me pull something else. All right, Salakia. Let me show you some BS Esau puts up. He puts education ranked by country 2022. The United States is ranked first. You know that's BS, man. That's BS. So we're gonna do scroll down. Now, where's that article? Salakia. I think I passed it. Here we go. This was 2018. It was ranked 27. You know good and damn well America ain't jumped that high in that short amount. What? To 8, 19, 20, 21, 22. 4 years. It's jumped back up to first. That's bullshit, man. That's a bunch of BS. It says in 1990 the U.S. was ranked 6th, and that was a lie, in education and health care. Today is 27th, a study says. Now I believe it's lower than that, way lower than that. All right, so in 2018, it was ranked 27. Now Esau saying it's ranked first. That's BS, man. That's BS. All right, and again, I believe it's way lower than that. All right, way lower than that. So, education system, if you're not living under a rock, you clearly see America is one of the worst education systems ever. All right, ever in history. All right, which the whole education system is BS anyway, in any country. I'm gonna pause it again, Salakia. All right, Salakia. So we covered education is way lower than 27. All right, but they're trying to make, I guess, this administration look good. Say, yeah, see how good the education. What about China and India? All right, and these other places like that. They I believe they have the highest ranking education system by far, way farther than America, way better than America. All right, by far, one of the best positions to show, or the most, one of the uh jobs that you have to be crazy smart in is to be a doctor or something like that. You go to the hospital, most of the doctors are like East Indians or something like that. You barely see any American doctors. All right, best education system, yeah, right. Okay, so America's education system is trash. Health. We don't have to go that health. This is one of the most obesity is at its all time high here in America. So we know health. America's ranked way down there last. America's definitely horrible in that category. Personal well being. All right, let's look that up real quick. All right, Salaki brothers. I just did another simple Google search for personal well-being definition. It says personal well-being is particularly important, which we define as how satisfied we are with our lives. And like it's another study they did, like 80% of Americans hate their jobs. All right, they hate their life. All right, uh, our sense that we do what we do in life is worthwhile. Our day-to-day emotional experience, happiness, anxiety, and our outer mental well-being. All right, but you got something now called mental health. All right, people are crying about their mental health or some suffering from anxiety. All right, because people are depressed here in America. All right, depression is all at an all-time high. All right, why you think the old opioids thing is out of control? The pills are opioid, what you call opioids. I think that's what you call them. The pills, the pain pills. All right, people are taking those and doing all kinds of these extreme drugs because they're happy. All right, drugs give you a false sense of happiness. That's why people take them. They don't just take them for no reason. They take them because they're depressed and sad for whatever reason. All right, like they did the brother Yawanathon did a video uh called "These MFers Going After Everybody" That's place in Florida. Um, down here in Florida, there was I think illegally selling the opium pills or whatever. I forget how you pronounce it, but the painkillers. All right, again, people, you know, want that false sense of happiness because they're depressed. They're depressed about their job. They're depressed about whatever how their life is going or whatever. They're just depressed all the time. So that's why they do these drugs and all of that. All right. So America's failing there too. It's like it.